Hello everyone, Killer Shrew Fan here, and have I got some very exciting news for you tonight. Our good friends over at Collect Jurassic and Jurassic Outpost have partnered with Mattel to reveal to us five new Dino Rival figures that will be coming to us in the fall. These figures were not shown at Toy Fair, but we had our suspicions about many of them. We had some information on the color schemes, but now the curtain has finally been pulled back a couple weeks later, and these new figures have been shown to us. I will put a link in the description to the articles discussing the release from both Collect Jurassic and Jurassic Outpost, so if you are interested in seeing where I got these images from and reading up on the information, then you are more than welcome to do so. Now, like I said, there are 5 new figures. We're going to start off with the smaller, less exciting stuff, and then we're going to work our way up. Sound good? Awesome. Let's get right into it, starting off with a new Velociraptor. Now, I'm sure many of you noticed that this Velociraptor is the legacy redux of the Jurassic Park 3 male raptor that we are currently missing, which really makes this a very weird offering in my humble opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike this offering. I actually really like the coloration on the head. I love the red that gradiates into the yellow, and then the black striping. That's all fine and good. Not sure how I feel about the red markings on the legs. Feels a little bit out of place, but hey, at least they're not just leaving that whole section bland. But I think the principle of the thing is what bothers me. The fact that we are yet to see the legacy JP3 Raptor, and now they are trying to give us the same sculpt with a repaint as part of the Savage Strike line. That is kind of disconcerting for me. I'm not really a fan of how they are handling this. I would much rather they promise us a release date for the JP3 iteration of this, along with the Dilophosaurus, that we were promised and teased so long ago that never hit shelves. I would much rather they say, hey, those are coming in fall, rather than saying, hey, look at this new version that's coming in fall. So yeah, not bad, but ultimately, I don't want this. I want the JP3 version. So yes, all there is to that one, it's got the same jumping abilities as the Story Pack Blue and the Savage Strike Blue and the Legacy Collection Tiger Stripe Velociraptor. Same play features, all that stuff. Let's go ahead and move on to the new attack packs. First and foremost, we've got a Mononykus. I don't know. I don't say that one very often. I know the species, but I just, that name gives me so much trouble. But anywho, the figure itself, really like this one. I love the cassowary-esque coloration on the head. The detail looks so incredibly tight. I mean, I just love the gullet and the splash of red and how that color gradiates so beautifully into the blue, and the blue transitions so well into the gray. The black striping, something that would usually bother me, doesn't really have an issue on this particular model. I will say I wish they had painted the single-digit claw on the arms of this thing, because that's what Mononykus is all about. The fact that it just has one single digit, and yet it doesn't stand out on this model because they didn't paint the claws, which, Mattel never really does. But I wish they had made an exception in the case of this. Another issue that I have with this is, first and foremost, not even the toe claws are painted. Usually no, they're not on the attack packs. Never mind, that's not a valid critique. But the yellow coloration on these feet, that's a color splash that I could do without. Like, I love, like, if I cover up the feet here, I absolutely love everything about it, but then the feet, they're so bright in comparison that they just draw my eye, and it's a bit disconcerting, but it's not anything terrible. Just like the mounted specimens in the Lockwood Estate, this Mononykus features some arm feathers and then tail feathers, and then the rest of it has this sort of scaly texturing, which looks absolutely fantastic. Not accurate to Mononykus, but accurate to the Lockwood Estate mounted specimens, which is absolutely fantastic. So yes, this one definitely gets a thumbs up from me. Might just be one of my favorite attack packs that has been given us so far. It's definitely the most unique, so good on Mattel for that. Next up, we have got the Mooseasaurus. Mooseasaurus. Yeah, I guess Mooseasaurus. That's another one that I don't know, but this thing is adorable. I absolutely love this one. The coloration is absolutely great. I love the cream underbelly and the fact that it goes from the neck to the underbelly to the base of the tail. I love the black striping and the blue, and that looks fantastic. Usually I'm not a huge fan of the garish black stripes, but with blue, it certainly works. I think a lot of people are gonna get really excited about this thing because it looks like a baby Apatosaurus. It looks like a little sauropodlet or something. I mean, I don't know anything about Mooseasaurus personally. I don't know anything about that species. That's a new one to me. So I guess maybe that's I mean, this is an attack pack, so it's gonna be small, and I don't know. I guess it's probably meant to be a juvenile if it is a sauropod of some sort. You know, I don't know any sauropods that are, you know, the size of a Stygimoloch or a Velociraptor, yada, yada, yada. So this could definitely work, like, you know, as a baby Apatosaurus or a baby Diplodocus. So, I mean, the name is just a label, so kids will have an infant sauropod that they can play with, which I think is awesome. It's great to see Mattel playing with age ranges in their dinosaurs. I mean, we've got the human figures that come with the mini dinosaurs that I don't know. I mean, if everything's supposed to be in scale, then yes, those have to be babies, but they don't look the part. This thing looks the part, and it's absolutely adorable. Very excited for this one. Great color, great sculptural details, nice to see a sauropod of some sort. And speaking of sauropods, we have got the Mega Dual Attack Amargasaurus. I really like this one, and maybe I'm a little biased because Amargasaurus is my favorite sauropod, but I think this guy looks absolutely fantastic. I was a little concerned about the color scheme that was announced, but it looks like it went in a very good direction. I don't know why. I look at this thing and I'm reminded of Alice Cooper or something. Just the sort of punk rock aesthetic that we got going on, and that's heightened by the black and the red striping in the neural spines and the sail in between them. Yeah, I really do like the coloration on this one. I like how we've got this sort of cuttlefish black patterning going off of the dorsal region, and then you go at the black sails and the red splashes in between. Looks fantastic, and then the markings on the head are just great. I will say I kind of wish this thing had an open mouth. I mean, this thing is going to have that same sort of head-bobbing action feature that all of the dual attacks have, so just a slightly open mouth would have made this thing even cooler in my opinion. Plus, you know, sauropods, they have such cool teeth, the peg-like teeth, and I think it's a missed opportunity that we will not be able to see that on this Amargasaurus. But beyond that, I absolutely love this. This is going to be roughly the same size as the Suchomimus, somewhere in that range. Might be a little taller given the long neck, but yeah, really excited for this one. Going to be picking it up just as soon as it comes out. Love the sculptural details, the paint scheme. It looks the perfect mix of naturalistic and eye-catching at the same time. So yes, good on you for this one, Mattel. And finally, we have got the Quetzalcoatlus. This thing is so cool. It looks fantastic. I will say, some of Mattel's flying reptiles have been very, very big misses. I was not a fan of the Rhamphorhynchus. I am not a fan of the Tapejara. I am very happy to say this Quetzalcoatlus looks absolutely beautiful. I love the splash of coloration, the blue coloration coming off of the eye. The crest looks gorgeous. It looks like you've got some great posability or maneuverability in the neck. This is part of the Mega Dual Attack line, so it's going to have, I think, the wings flapping and then the neck striking sort of situation. The wings look beautiful, natural colors, but also eye-catching. I really do like this one, and I'm very excited to see just how big it is. I mean, the Roarivore Pteranodon, that thing had a massive wingspan. I'm thinking this one will be even bigger if it's part of the Mega Dual line, because, you know, the Action Attack line was bigger than the Roarivore line, and since the Action Attack line is the dual attack line. The Mega Dual Attack line is the Action Attack line reincarnated, so I'm hoping and praying that this Quetzalcoatlus is a big boy. We'll have to wait and see until fall. I didn't see anything in the article about specific measurements, but yes, I think this thing looks absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to see what the action gimmicks do for it. So there you have it, guys. 5 new reveals from Mattel for the new Dino Rivals lineup. These will be coming to us in fall alongside the, well, I don't know what else is coming in fall. Never mind. The Indominus Rex, I think, is fall release. And the Brachiosaurus, if I recall correctly. Maybe not the Brachiosaurus. But yes, those things will be coming to us in the fall alongside these new Dino Rivals lineup. And I am also going to be very, very broke around the same time. Coincidence? I think not. As always, I want to know what you guys think of these new reveals. Which one is your favorite? Which one is going to be the first one that you pick up? Which one could you do without? All of that stuff down in the comments below. Leave your thoughts. I want to hear them. I love hearing from you guys. And if you enjoyed our review or our little discussion video today, don't be afraid to let us know by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe on the way out. We got a lot more dinosaur related reviews and news coming your way throughout the year, so stay tuned. Thanks again, and bye-bye.